with Next Level Board Games, and today we're going to unbox Dune Imperium Immortality, which is the second expansion to Dune Imperium, and it's by Paul Dennen, and it's published by Direwolf Games. So, first of all, I pre-ordered this when I heard that it was out because I really like this game, and I have the first expansion, and it actually came with a promo card. So I'm going to peel off the front, gently. Same back as like the original cards. And this is just an extra little card you got if you pre-ordered. So let's see what's inside. Get this out of the way. So, very colorful. I like that. All right. So I love the color. However, not a huge fan of the beetle. But yeah, pass. Okay, so, ooh, cool. So look at the little rule book there. Just like very dark and mysterious. That's really cool. So you can see this is like half size of the original instruction booklet. Not a ton of pages. It's lots of pictures, and so it shouldn't be too much to add to the game. So here is a little board piece that we add. I'm not sure if this gets added on top of the existing or if it's just like an additional. Looks like it's an additional. So in the first expansion, there was a piece that gets added on, and then there's also a piece that goes over the top of. So there's a piece that covers like in here. Interesting. Okay. All right. So there's that. A bunch of cards, some tokens. So if you've ever played this game, you'll recognize these match the existing colors, which is sort of the mustard, the red, the green, the blue. So these are going to be additional tokens that are going to be used on here. And I think it looks like you start out here, and then also I think the other token goes out here somewhere as you move along the track. Not exactly sure how that works, but I'm excited to find out. Okay, so there's those, then a bunch of small little cards. Let's see here. A bunch of intrigue cards here. So these, you know, help you like in combat in different little ways. So these are all new. So as you see the beetle, so that on the beginning of the box, on the outside of the box, is representative of something about this expansion. Very cool. And then the helix pieces, I think those are new too. And I see those down here. So those are going to be new things. We're going to have to learn how those work. But these are the same style cards as you can see. Sometimes you get to do, you can use one thing or you can use them in combat, so the plot or the combat, but they're all intrigue cards. So these will get shuffled into your existing deck of intrigue cards. Probably about 15 here maybe, something like that. And then a baggie. Whoa, some tokens. Since there's 4, I'm going to guess maybe these are 1 for each player. Not quite sure how they're used, but they're almost like a shield token. Figure out how those work. And if you've watched one of my videos before, you know I always try to look underneath because you never know. Nope, nothing. One of these times there's going to be something and I'm going to be on camera. I'm going to be so stoked. It's going to happen sometime. And then here's another token. And so I wonder, I bet this goes over the original board. So if I pulled out the original board, which I got handy, just in case of something like this. So this is going to be addition 2. So I'm just going to set it there. But this, I bet it's going to cover one of these 3. It's got the same background as like these. So I bet you it's going to go in one of these locations. So we'll find out. So there's that. And then a whole bunch of cards. Let's see here. I like when I add the extra cards because there's so many different things you could be adding to your stack of stuff. So these ones are for the solo mode. So we're going to throw those aside. But then, wow, that's bigger than a standard deck of cards. So that is a lot more cards. So I'll just give you like a little brief look at a few of these. And just know that there are a lot more cards. Ooh, that looks like a lot of action. All kinds of different symbols. So you'll recognize these symbols so that you can go to different locations on the board. That's interesting. That one's grayed out. So some of these are some of the more advanced places. Some of these are the regular places like on the board. But still, this is has the same symbol and the same like green little box thing as over here. So we'll have to figure out how those play together. But yeah, so that's that. Oh, I wonder if these are one of the ones that like you can get at any time, like that sit on the side of the board, and that if you only have a little bit of money you can get, or they almost look like, actually no, I think these might be starting cards. We might, how many are there? Yeah, we probably each get 2 of these because they have the little symbol up in the corner, which I think is what our starting hand has. Interesting, very cool. Okay, so that is basically everything that's in here. So that's everything that's in the Dune Imperium Immortality expansion, which is the second expansion to Dune Imperium. So I have the rule book, I have a whole bunch of new cards for your deck building piece, some shield tokens, and a whole new board to track things, along with the matching tokens, and also I think an overlay for the board for one of the locations. I think this is going to make one of the more standard locations do new things, and this symbol here, I just realized was on some of the new cards, which I think become part of our starting deck based on this symbol here. So those somehow I think work together. And I think that's all. Oh yeah, and intrigue cards. And that's everything that is in the Dune Imperium Immortality expansion. Thanks for watching Next Level Board Games.